Well, hello, Iron Man. Hello. First here in the chat. Good to see everyone on this. Is it Thursday again already?
Thursday. That's right. Thursday evening, afternoon, morning, someplace.
Late night. Who knows?
Yeah.
You decide where you are in the world and what time it actually is.
Yes.
But yeah, and at least in Arizona, it's actually 3:30.
Yeah. Well, Guardian
we're
probably point out it's 3:34.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That we were
I know.
technically like late, I guess.
Late,
to some
yeah.
extent. Yeah, it happens. It happens. But yeah, welcome everybody in. Hopefully you guys have had a pretty good day. Oh, I forgot to hit that too right now while I'm thinking of it.
I saw the three rectangles.
We're good there.
Yeah,
So
we're good there.
We are good. We are the podcast that we record this evening live. Always goes up on YouTube the following Monday. So if you miss any of this, feel free to join in. But if you are new here, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages. And we've got some pretty fantastic stuff, or at least things I'm very excited about today. A couple more beers that were given to us, which is always nice. We always like that, whether we like them or not. The gesture is always very kind.
That's right.
And then a single malt whiskey from a distillery that I have just started to hear things about in the last couple months. Saw a lot of amazing reviews, some medal winning things. And all of a sudden it was around the holidays. They were having, I don't know if it's something they do all the time, but the shipping was free, which is usually nice because usually alcohol can get a little pricey when it comes to shipping.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I jumped at the chance to get a couple of those bottles. So I'm very excited to try that one. I'm hoping it's not Arthur syndrome because I've been thinking about the last week. Yeah, my expectations are high. The website was good. Yeah. I gave you things today. You actually did research and checked things out, which was nice.
Today.
I mean, you did homework because I gave you some. So
well,
you were
you just actually just sent me a picture, and I was so motivated by that picture, and it was good. It was simple, but it was good. It was the bottle of whiskey right in the middle, 2 beers on either side.
I thought it looked good.
I thought this is perfect, and I thought, you know what? What is Westward? Okay, I'm doing this. So I went and I did my homework.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the whiskey at the end. We don't want to jump to the finish, whatever, jump to the closer or whatever right away. Let's break out the first beverage of the evening, which is another one from Irish Brewing. This is their Southie Lite.
Southie Lite.
Irish American Ale. We're going to kind of see if the flavor that we thought was a little interesting, different, not accustomed to last week. See if that is in here as well. If they're always using Irish American ale yeast, maybe that's something we're not used to, something that's different to us. So we've got this. We've got an Irish red from them. I actually also came even a little more prepared with 2 different topics of fun things we can do. One of them being a list of some baseball questions that you like baseball, right?
Oh, I love baseball.
You're a fan of baseball history.
Baseball history.
I'm not going to challenge your knowledge too much. I think it'll be a fun guessing game. I know sometimes people aren't sports people in chat, but I think it'll be quick and kind of fun. And then also, as I get out the beer, did you see a friend to both of us is opening another beverage store?
I did not see that.
Okay, we can talk about that
Let's
then too.
Talk about that. Okay. If it's another, then I have a feeling I know who we're talking about. I think
it is in addition to.
In addition to 3 others?
Addition to 3 others.
Okay,
that is correct.
Then,
and
you must be talking about Scott and Rebecca.
I am, and it is a different type of place.
Oh, I think.
Did you see this?
No, I didn't see it, but have you mentioned it before? Have we talked?
I just literally saw the article this morning because I had the other thing prepared, and also I saw this, and I was like, okay, I'll talk to Keith about this as well tonight. So again, a little bit of local Southern Arizona things here, like I said on the podcast sometimes. Right. So you can park your brain at the door if you're not in this area or don't plan on coming to this area. But it's still always fun. We always like seeing friends of ours succeed and continue on a path. So
why do I think I had heard maybe him talk about, but I can't remember.
So it really stuck with you is what you're saying.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
All right. Well, while we're having this beer and sniffing that, I will open up the website that I bookmarked so that I remember all this stuff.
The beer our father drank. I didn't know that.
I know. I saw that. I was like,
how'd they know?
I was like, Lowenbrow?
Yeah.
Pabst?
Olympia?
I went to school in Olympia.
PBR?
Old style. Here it is.
Bud.
Is this it? So I've never even heard of this area.
Okay.
Sunshine Mile.
Is that an area in Tucson?
So it's an area in this area in Tucson. It's an area in Arizona. It is, where is it? It's at the very end here. Like I said, the
Sunshine away.
Sunshine Mile runs along East Broadway Boulevard from Euclid to Country Club. Have you ever heard of that?
I have never heard it referred to.
Like I said,
I know what that is.
Not in these areas anymore, so maybe it's not the same thing. But anyway,
I know exactly where that is and what's there, what was there.
Rio Nuevo Development District, et cetera. So I won't get in the weeds on all that stuff. Let's see. Sunshine Wine.
Okay, so that's the name. That's not the.
That's the name of what they're opening up.
Oh, okay.
The name of the place they're opening up. Sunshine Wine.
Sunshine Wine. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, there wasn't like too much other information. It sounds like in the next couple months it's opening up or so. So we'll have to find out from our friends, get a little more information on that. But yeah, Sunshine Wine.
Sunshine Wine.
And it's not just a place to go and complain. I'm assuming they'll actually have.
Yeah, it's not wine with an H.
Yeah, it's not wine with an H. Okay, that aroma is not there from the was in the other one. So this one smells very
a little something, but yeah.
This one smells a little bit has a little more nuance than just ballpark.
Yes, it does.
This has a little bit more
something herbal in there, though. Like pine is too strong, but along those lines.
It is in that area. Yeah, it is in that area. Almost like when you do like a IPL kind of thing. Not quite that strong again, but I agree. There is a little bit of that in there. 4.7% ABV, so sessionable. I think the Irish Red is also on the lower end too.
Okay.
So little lemon, refreshing.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Almost ginger in a way. There's a little like that lemon ginger kind of, and that's not spice, but there's that note of maybe that's the herbalness I was.
There is a little something in there. I don't know if I could have said gin, but I agree that there is a little something else in there though.
It reminds me, and maybe if I think about it, I'll bring one over next week. We have a lemon ginger seltzer water that I couldn't remember if we've done that, if we've tried it to open a show.
Have we?
Okay.
I can't remember.
I'll bring that up because that's kind of what that reminds me of actually. So.
Ooh, that is. So it's not normally something I would order. I'm just going to say that out of the gate. This is not normally styles that we would go for, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I would not be upset if this was handed. Like if I went to a ball game and I had this, or like we always talk about the good pool beers that you have around. So like it's clean, it's crisp.
It's definitely not like you said, like what we refer to as ballpark.
No,
or flavorless because there is definitely
there's some nice flavor
there.
Yeah, no,
and
this is
surprisingly dark on the color too. So.
Like I said, that ale yeast just goes a long way. It just makes such a difference. Like, just never usually a fan of lagers, so it's nice that this is like that kind of classic, like I said, lighter beer, but with just a little bit of extra flavor. I forgot what was
the one we had last week.
I like this.
It was
the Egypt.
That
was the one that we were kind of like. It was like kind of there was like a maltiness. There was a savoriness that we weren't sure about. The flavor, I was like, this is like okay.
Yeah,
you were definitely like, I'm not even sure if I.
Yeah, I don't think I did finish it.
Yeah. That's definitely one I would never drink again. I would drink this one again.
Yeah.
Like I said, if we were like out and, you're driving around town, you want a little, oh wait, no. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
For the ride home.
That's a joke.
Maybe they have it in a 40 ounce. That'd be better.
40 ounce,
If we happen to find ourselves in Boston for a Celtics game.
I'll have a thirst buster of Southie Lite, please.
Can I do that, please? Come on. That's okay. Right?
That's all right?
It's all right. So I'm excited about. Well, you already shared one topic about the other one too. So I'm gonna share this with you because I thought you would enjoy this, and maybe you've seen this recently. But I was watching Seinfeld last week. Okay. They were like showing it like wall to wall, I think, on Comedy Central. So we had it on as we were doing other things. But the one with Pagliacci, the sad tragic clown.
Oh, okay.
And George and Kramer are trying to scalp the tickets because Susan can't make it.
Oh yeah.
So and
Kramer, got one for Pagliacci.
Yeah. And Kramer's like, he's like, oh, we can get this much, and George is like, no, just get this. And why did you turn it down? And George says, he's like, it's not like it's a Metallica concert. So that's 1992 or 3, and that's still relevant, right?
Yeah. I mean, that would still be an expensive ticket.
Could still be no, but I'm just So I just thought that was
not a Metallica
cool.
concert.
Yeah, George says that,
funny.
and I thought it was cool because it's not like they picked a band who flamed out 5 years later to make their reference.
It's not the Eagles. It's where they're not really touring anymore. Oh,
yeah. No, wait.
Oh, God, they can't stop. Even they're dying off and they can't stop.
They weren't playing, or they weren't together at that time, though.
That's true.
But I couldn't think of somebody who,
it was a very
Blind Melon. It's not like they're Blind Melon.
Yeah, that's a very
or something
good
that just faded.
because that Friends would probably pick something that's very just hip or whatever else, so that feels totally tone deaf now or whatever. That's true.
But it's not like it's a Metallica concert.
That's very true.
I was like, oh my God, that's so. It just really struck me as being obviously relevant.
You guys should try the Krabby Goat Orange Creamsicle Moonshine. I will look for that. We haven't tried many. I know there's a lot of
an actual whiskey, flavored whiskey then?
I mean, it's moonshine.
So moonshine. Yeah,
so
I guess
it's grain alcohol.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, it wouldn't be like whiskey per se, but I've heard a lot of some of those actually, obviously, because it's almost like a flavored vodka type thing, but it's that same kind of thing where it's like, oh, it's good in a mixed drink or good in a whatever. I don't know if I would ever drink that on its own, but I would definitely try that in something. For sure.
The Krabby Goat.
The Krabby Goat. Speaking of that, randomly about that, we were talking last night because a bunch of people on our raid team have been going through, as everyone kind of been going through some sickness lately. It seems like.
Oh God, there's a ton of that going on at work.
Yeah, like I said, Susan has been sick. It seems like for the last month, going on and on. But they were talking about the different lozenges and cough drops, and I was talking about how our mom used to give us Ludens, which are pretty much just candy. It's not even like a cough drop really, and we're talking about Ricola, and we're joking about all these different things. I guess there's a cough drop that they were saying really works, but it's gross, and Jav knew about it too.
Fisherman's Friend.
Oh my God, you know about it too. I had never heard of it. We were dying. I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard of. Yeah. So then we're kind of we're looking. They're like, yeah. She's like, they're absolutely disgusting. She's like, but they work. They're the only. And I think
they're brown and kind of coarse.
That was what they said. And that's the old wax paper and everything. And they must have a spray too, because I think someone said I sprayed some and I almost threw up because it was just tasted so good. So there was that part of the conversation, which is just funny because I had never heard of it. And then I'm like, I have to see it. So I looked it up on Amazon, and it's it looks like a sardine tin. It looked like you get some of them in bags, but then they also had some that looked like they were in tins.
We had a box.
Which was funny. Yeah, it was like a box. I said, it was hard to tell. Box tin. I was like, almost looks like a sardine can. So then we're talking about, and then it was the original, and then there was extra strong, and then it was oh, they actually do make other flavors. There was but it was all if you thought of the flavors that people would not pick at a taste test, that's what they picked. It was black currant. And I mean, spearmint, yes, but it was with the other gross flavors, it's kind of weird. But it was black currant and spearmint, and then they had a citrus. And they had something else, and then we were joking about it was oh, they also have clam bake.
Yeah,
it was and
mackerel
and crab. Yeah, exactly.
Fish stick.
Yeah, we're this sounds so gross. But yeah, they were all swearing. At least people that had them were they are great, but man, they're gross.
I can't remember. Several years ago,
has to be cocaine in there or something that they work, but no one wants them.
Several years ago, somebody told Pocket about those, and we bought them, and I know they were in our current house because I can still, but
you can hear them in the walls.
But yeah, I remember I never had one, but I remember her saying, "Oh my, these are so disgusting." But I think
did she also say they were?
No. I think so, but not enough for her to go back to them.
Yeah, the black currant was the one that was the funniest for me.
I think I finally threw them away.
Who picks black currant for a flavor? But yeah, I think they had lemon and citrus and something. But yeah, then that was when it started turning into oh, this one's low tide. This is chum. I think someone said at some point, chum flavor, a picture of just jaws on the front.
Chum is fun.
But yeah, like I said, thankfully I have avoided those things. But yeah, a lot of people have been not feeling well.
Oh no, I've been hearing about people. We've had several call outs, people either with that or the other thing that's going on, the Hano thing virus or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Things are going out badly on both ends. And, that kind of stuff. So
that's not fun.
Yeah. So it's definitely been a little bit lean in the staffing department.
Guardian down. Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. You have any of your peanut butter and jelly sours left? Any of those still hanging around? Did you go through all of them already?
That worked out perfectly with the green of the green screen.
Yeah, that was very coincidental. It was very coincidental on those for sure. Just cracked one open. Let's go. Cheers to you then, good sir. Cheers to you. Yeah, this is actually, like I said, I again, this is not something I would normally keep in my house. I'm drinking less beer now too anyway. I'm drinking either more whiskey or cocktails or things. But I actually did the other day. I opened up the Tombstone that I bought, the Oregon Lots too.
Oh yeah,
and that was still delicious, even though that one was a few months,
ago. That was canned.
Yeah, a few months ago that it was canned or whatever. That was still really, really good. So enjoyed that quite a bit.
I actually haven't had anything.
That was actually while I was watching the Bears game the other day. So maybe that was what won it. Now I just have to buy like a case of that for the next season.
Everyone gets one of these until they lose.
Exactly. Yeah.
I haven't had anything alcoholic since I left here actually last week. So
really,
yeah, I just wasn't in the mood, wasn't feeling it. So
I was about to say dry January, but I'm obviously not helping you with that.
Well, no, it can be moderately dry January, and it's not.
No,
that
I know you weren't doing that,
but it's just
people do that for a lot.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong, giving your body, your liver a break that's a good thing. But I wasn't feeling it. So
I saw someone, I think it was either YouTube or TikTok or something like that. And they were talking about dry January and they're like, I found a better way to do dry January. Cause sometimes in January you're trying to be good, but days come up where all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, there's a party or there's an event going on or it's a Thursday. And you're like, you kind of, you want a drink or you need a drink. So this is what you do. He pulls out a calendar and he's like, you can substitute days. So like, February 13th, I'm probably not going to drink there. So that turns into January 3rd. And he was basically trading days in January for other days throughout the year when he wouldn't drink. I was like, this is really fun.
So that becomes his month.
That became his month. He put it together by he would drink these days, but it was like when he got to, February 12th. And it was like, well, that substituted for January 8th. Oh, okay. So I kept that one, So I was like, that's pretty funny.
I like the negotiating that's going on.
It was clever. Like I said, the way it was done, because then he did 3 or 4 different reasons and things. So it was funny. Hey, he actually emptied.
Yeah. That was
good.
Once again, not something I would necessarily seek out, but there's a place where that could be the best option, and I would have one. So
yeah, I think that's we always if we're talking about another level of flavor, like the Wren House, the pills that they do,
the Big Spill pills.
The Big Spill pills. So that one brings another level to the table, but this is kind of under, where it's just kind of refreshing. It's not, too much. It's not too heavy. So
I've heard their Valley Lager is really good, but I haven't tried that yet. So
is that something they have at Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
To grab? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start with one of those at some point.
We could do that.
You should start writing this down. You should be writing this down.
They're all right there. I could pick one.
Oh, okay.
I can get one. I don't think I'll have a hard time remembering that one. Right. Never know though.
You know how the mind goes. So what they say? The mind is first thing to go, and I can't remember the second thing.
The two things they always say. So I was thinking about. So we're into season 3 now of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot about the episode from season 1 with Adam Sandler in it, and Joe Theismann's also in it. And they're bidding at an auction.
Oh, they're bidding auction. I can't remember. I can't believe how many of those were in season 1.
And then Joe Theismann. He gets knocked over and he's my leg. He's like, I just wanted to buy some art. Yeah, because Andy Samberg's like, Adam Sandler, is that you? But that was good. So yeah, now we're in season 3. The guy from the Allstate commercials just became their captain.
Oh, he's such a jerk.
So Bill Hader didn't last for long. Nope, this is a heart attack. Yeah. No, this one's a heart attack. Yeah.
So you still liking it though?
Oh yeah. That's great.
I'm glad.
It's just the right amount of time.
And you have Peacock, so you can actually watch them all, right?
Yeah, when we get to that point. Yeah. But yeah, it's just the right amount of time, the right amount of light and sweet and all that, and just very funny. I have laughed out loud numerous times.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I'm just like, oh, that's cute. But it's like, no.
Yeah, no, it's just hilarious. Just he's
good stuff.
Lots
have you watched through till the very end? Even after?
I have definitely seen into this. I don't know if I've ever seen the 8th season. Okay. I know I've watched into the 6th or 7th season.
Because there's a point where
I don't want to say things that can spoil things. I was like, I've seen it through this. It's like, that hasn't happened yet.
There's a point I know because I listened to that podcast where I guess Chelsea Peretti's not in there anymore.
Yes,
she said because she didn't go into why. But she made it sound like it wasn't really her choice. But when they switched networks, it sounds like wasn't. She's like, there was a cost savings. There was a So anyway, but
okay,
so I haven't gotten that far yet. We're only
trying to think of what season that. It's definitely toward the later seasons or whatever. But all right, should we open up another one and then I can quiz you with some baseball things?
Oh yes,
I think it's kind of fun. Okay,
that's we Irish Red.
We do have one more from this brewery. Maybe we'll have it next week, depending on how it fits in. We have a stout. I forgot what that name of the stout was. Remember that was the one that was like had the Rosie the Riveter on
yeah. This is your mother's stout or whatever.
Irish dry stout.
Shamrock Tattoo.
Yeah, there you go. The Shamrock Tattoo. That's what it was called. This one is right here. This is obviously aptly named Irish Red.
Leanne.
Irish Red Ale.
Oh, Leanne, the Arg. It's the football game on tonight, right? Oh, yeah, that is. Oh, you got a towel over there.
I do.
Contain. Slowly begin to drink.
Yeah. I don't know why that one was.
I did not shake it up. I did not pull a Mitchell on you.
You did not? Yeah, that's a good one. Was wondering why you weren't on this morning. It's Thursday. Are you thirsty? It is Thirsty Thursday. It's so thirsty that this beer just decided to.
It's bursting with flavor.
It is bursting with flavor. Get this kind of emptied. Oh, it's just very foamy.
Oh, reminiscent of
the
Santa Fe Stout.
Of the never-ending head.
Ooh. Name of your sex tape. Oh, wait. No.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, name of our sex tape. That was funny. You told me about the Chris Parnell coming up. So the two.
Oh God,
the two that he's in.
Okay, so and then he's like doing cocaine in the bathroom. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna.
He's like, oh no. He's like, yeah,
because then he has to arrest him and everything.
Yeah, he arrests him, and then
they finally have broken up, right?
Yeah, she's together? Not. Yeah,
okay.
She decides to to end it, and he drops her stuff off, and but then he kidnaps. He's ruining his life. He's like, sorry, my electricity went out today. Sorry, my water was off today. Oh. And then
because that's when Peretti comes over, right? And doesn't she help him through Chelsea Peretti? Or is that
they're because it's Chris Parnell sabotaging him.
Oh,
and
that's something else.
He kidnaps him in the ice cream truck. But yeah, that was funny.
There we go. Have these glasses that I put in my freezer, and they create an ice cold shell around the drink, and I keep it ice cold, and they're lovely. Oh, that sounds really cool.
I remember we used to have those where you could make a slush with it.
Oh yeah,
I remember those go back to Holmes. So you were obviously.
I do remember those. Yeah, because you'd have to scrape the sides, and you put it back in. You'd scrape the sides again and put them back in. Plus, the edge where the ice shell is creates a nice surface break to help stop things from getting foamy during the pour. Interesting. I mean, usually now if it's beer wise, I'm actually against the frozen glass. I know a lot of people like the frozen coupe and all that, and I think that stuff like makes sense. I see enough people talk about that, but like at least when it comes to a beer glass, I'm against the frozen glass.
Even for like a light,
I just don't
lager Corona thing.
Yeah, like I said, if it's beer specifically, like nothing else. Like I said, everything else, like I think can have its place. Like I said, if I'm having a whiskey neat, it's not happening, but a cocktail. You always see people talking about freezing your coupe because then that chills without it, diluting it down or anything like that. Whereas with beer, I think you're kind of killing some of the flavor if it gets super cold.
Right. Well, unless there's no flavor to begin with.
That's fair. The beers that I drink.
Yes.
Had it both ways, and I think it always improves the experience. So maybe that's just killing certain flavors that you don't like in those beers, though. Possibly. Like I said, for me, that's what it usually does. Like if I'm having a certain craft IPA or if I'm having the double whatever, and if I pour that into a frozen glass, it just mutes like certain flavors for a little while. And then eventually you can get to them. But it's like, for me, I'm not doing that. But it's your beverage. You should drink it however you want.
Drink it how you wish.
Because those glasses sound amazing. I would like to see them. Do you have like a link to those? Like I would definitely like to see those. That sounds cool. So it's red.
It's red.
Because it's an Irish red. It's an Irish red. Again, thank you to Hustle Crow for sending all these beers to us that we've been getting to go through. Ooh, that's nice.
Smells like a malty red.
That is nice. Send you an Amazon link. Sweet. Yeah, I love seeing that. Because like I have a set of these. Like obviously we are going to use the Glencairn glasses for the. I haven't even hit the featured beverage button. God, there's all the stuff we're having today.
All of it.
The single malt that we're going to use obviously the classic Glencairn glass that we love. But I have these other glasses that I like using as well. I just don't use them as often. I usually kind of use them if it's a really high proof something, because then it kind of helps to kind of dissipate everything a little bit. The Norland whiskey glasses, and they're just kind of like what you're talking about. They're just cool. The presentation is awesome. They look super neat because it's this double wall glass and it looks like a diamond. And they're very cool, and I think they have a purpose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's kind of like in that same ballpark. it's very malty caramel. Like I said, there's a little bit of spice in there. I like the aroma on this, actually. I'm not going to lie. After last week, I was very nervous about both of these beers. I want to be honest. Like I said, I was and because we were going to do 3 beers today, and then I was like, man, I really want to try this whiskey. It's been sitting there staring me in the face. I can't wait till, like I said, the bottle is super cool. Like,
yeah, I'm glad.
Again, could be Arthur syndrome. I'm very scared on that one now too, because I've been reading about it, looking at stuff so much. Oh, thank you for the DM. Appreciate that, Berserker. So I'm worried about that one. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, I'll do one less of these in case these just like aren't quite what we're thinking of. But again, that first one was like I said, in a good spot. Yeah. And this one, the aroma is smelling good too. Irish Red. This one's also 4.6. So all these are under 5%. Sessionable, some people might say. Ooh, it comes as a pair. One for both of you. Perfect. Nice. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look.
We're going there right now. Yeah. He hates these cans.
He hates these cans. I love how with Amazon, it sends you the link that is like about as long as the Bible. Holy shit, those are interesting. Rabbit freezable beer glasses too. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, those blue ones are nice. That's a nice color. I like that. That would definitely be something interesting to try. I would try something like that. That is interesting. That's different than what I thought you were describing. Huh. Sometimes though, it's amazing. You talked about the experience. Sometimes just the experience alone of just like, the cocktail, like, how I love those coupe classes that we bought.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I was talking, like I said, even with Jason, like a couple weeks ago, like it's just better because it's in this coupe.
So the ones that Jason had as well.
Yeah. That we all have the same ones. Like I said, those are it's just nice.
Yeah.
It's just nice. If corn is a fruit, does that mean that bourbon belongs in the same category as sexy on the beach and mojitos? Wait a minute.
Is corn a fruit?
I don't know if corn is corn a fruit.
Maybe corn is a fruit. I don't know.
It does. It honestly does. Like I said, I know it's silly, but like I love my glassware.
Oh, me too. I said, very happy.
Very much.
I love your glassware. No,
yeah.
No, I love.
I know. I'm pretty sure it's a veg.
I love glasses.
I feel it's a veg.
Because there's an appropriate vessel for every beverage. So.
Lucky knows if corn is a fruit. It's true, Sam. That's true. Not depending on the definition. It either it is or it isn't. There's not multiple definitions. It's science. What is it?
Can be a corn.
I don't think it can be a vegetable and a fruit. It can't be both. This is not Schrodinger's corn.
Unless there's different hybrids or something that I don't know.
Schrodinger's corn.
It's
a corn and a fruit. It's a fruit and a veg at the same time. That's not how it works. Andrew and Keith, who are you hoping for as the next Bears head coach? Ben Johnson.
The Lions guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would want as well.
Anybody but Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel,
Mike McCarthy.
Please.
Please.
Corn can be considered both a vegetable and a grain, depending on how it's harvested from the internet. Okay.
Grain.
Grain.
That makes sense.
That's not fruit. Thank you, Berserker. Thank you for searching the internet. I appreciate it. Coming in with the facts. We like that. We like that here. But not fruit. There we go. Klein, you always come in with the facts, but unfortunately no fact today. You've actually come in with only untruths. Try again.
Yeah, just somebody that's going to take Caleb Williams and,
From the botanical definition, it's a fruit, though? All right. Not going to tell the farmer what is what, but the internet knows things. Botanically, a fruit is a mature or flowering plant, usually containing seeds. Corn kernels fit the definition because they develop from a flower and contain seeds, so each kernel is technically a fruit.
Okay. You know what? Corn is just good.
Okay, there we go. You know what we can all agree on?
Corn is good.
I love corn chips.
Yeah. I love bourbon.
Let's go with that.
I love corn on the cob. I like corn.
I don't like corn on the cob.
Oh, I love corn on the cob.
I actually kind of despise corn on the cob. Not because of the flavor.
Okay.
It just gets in my teeth. I don't like eating. I don't like eating.
It's messy.
I like
elote, of course. Of course.
Well, now we're talking.
Yes.
Elote is delicious.
Yeah. Yep.
Best version of corn, in my opinion. Berserker, I would not fight you on that.
Yeah.
I would share some elote with you.
I will share my elote.
I will share my elote. Why do we have to go deeper when we do that?
Well, I don't know. It makes me think of the Jack Black.
Oh, okay.
It's fantastic.
They called the Rancho Relaxo, and so do we.
And so do we. I was listening.
Hot take: corn on pizza. I have had corn on pizza. It's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I was listening to.
It's good on the cob or in a cup. It's good. That's the important thing. I like that. There we go. Let's go with that.
It was a few years back, but it was Jack Black on the Smartless podcast. I was him, and his first, like I guess, break in this in the entertainment industry. He was in an Atari Activision commercial for Pitfall. He said as a 12-year-old.
No way.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I was in a Pitfall commercial. Yeah.
Did he still have the beard and everything too? At the time?
He did.
At 12.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to go over. He had like the voice. I'm falling back.
I didn't look it up. That'd be funny. Okay. I wonder if it's still out there, but.
I think corn is good and in a lot of things. I want to try corn in my buffalo chicken dip. Ooh, that would be good.
Okay. Otto is printing money.
He's printing money? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay. I don't think that's...
And have it, and have there be proof.
On Twitch, I know, apparently. That's not a good idea.
There's a football game tonight, right?
Is there?
There's a college football game.
Oh, probably a college game. Yeah. Oh, is it college playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay, now for the random fact. The movie Psycho from 1960 was the first movie to show a toilet flushing. I have actually heard that. I think that is true. Penn State, Notre Dame? That sounds right.
That's the one.
Who are we rooting for in that? Do we care? Do you care?
Do you care? I don't. I mean,
just a good game.
Yeah, nephew went to Notre Dame, so I guess maybe.
Oh yeah,
he was actually at the game when they not last week, but
not
the week
Penn
before.
State.
Not Penn State.
Okay, so Notre Dame then. But yeah, like I said, the short version of the Bears one is like I said, I just hope they find the right person, whoever that is. Like I said, and it seems, and for me as a Bears fan, pick the one that is the obvious choice. Don't think too far outside the box. And if you go down in flame with that, at least you go down in flame with the one that everyone was like, this should be the best option. Like I said, just do that for a change. I like this. I think this is good too.
Yeah,
this is solid.
It's a great representation.
I think the aroma is
a
little better than the taste.
Yeah,
just because I think there's a little more nuance and there's some other interesting things going on. But the flavor, like I said, just in the beer itself is good.
Very drinkable, good representation of style. Yeah, solid offering for sure.
Mm-hmm. Saw a rumor that the Bears should trade for Mike Tomlin because they need a culture rebuild. I saw that rumor too. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would take Mike Tomlin.
You know what's funny? I heard Tucker. Ross Tucker. He's on Dan Patrick's show a lot. I'm thinking he might be the person who takes over for Dan when he retires, but he does a lot of. He's a former football player. Does a lot of stuff on Westwood One and stuff. He was he lives in Pennsylvania, and he said it's amazing. He said there is such a difference between people in the state that are Steelers fans are like they want Mike Tomlin gone. He's like, and the rest of us, like in the media, we're like, we think he's great. He's doing a great job. But he's like, Steelers fans are like, and I'm like, he's like, it's such an interesting disparity.
So the only argument I would say, which I understand, is like, at some point it does get frustrating when you're always 10-6, 10-7, whatever. You make
seasons.
The playoffs, which I don't think he's ever had a losing season or an under 500 season. I think is like his crazy stat.
Yeah, something
since he's been around for like in that position for what 18 years, 50, however long he's been there.
Yeah.
He's never had a losing season. In the playoffs almost every season, but then a lot of times out in the first round.
Hasn't won since 2017.
Yeah, so then that, like, I get that kind of drought frustration, whatever.
Yeah.
But every time it comes up where it's like, oh, I don't know if they're going to re-sign him or they might not keep him, I'm like, it's always the good question. Okay, who else would you pick besides Mike Tomlin? And then after that, if you look at the landscape and realize that if you let him out the door, there's roughly 30 other teams, because no one's going to get rid of Andy Reid, but there's 30 other teams that would be like, hi, we'd like to interview you for hire. Like, right. Like you have to know then that it's like, maybe we just can't get any better right now. And there's just other things we're doing wrong and it's not the coach.
Right.
So anyway, love Mike Tomlin as a Steelers fan. It's a playoff drought that I need to address. But yeah, exactly. Okay, the playoff win drought for sure. Are you also a Grizzlies fan? No, like I said, it's all Chicago teams for me. Yay, I'm here. Hello, Bevy Brothers. Hello, Baker. How are you? Good to see you.
Baker
cheers.
Made it.
Yeah, like I said, no, it's all that is funny though, because it's the Memphis Grizzlies. But yeah, no, it's all Chicago teams. So it's Bulls, Bears, Cubs, Blackhawks, I don't know what's the Galaxy? Is it Chicago Galaxy? I don't know. There's a soccer team.
If
I was going to be a fan of something,
there's a WNBA team too. It's like the Skyline or something like that.
I heard playoff win drought. I figured you were talking about me. No, we actually weren't guarding down. No, I feel bad. Like I said, I like Mike McDaniel a lot. Like I said,
it seems like there's
Dolphins, right? Yeah, it feels like there's Chicago Sky. Thank you.
There we go.
I feel there's just a lot of random turmoil going on there, and apparently, with Tyreek Hill having another couple kids, he needs a new contract. So it kind of is what
Somebody
it is.
I was listening to was floating. He should go back to the Chiefs because the Chiefs do that a lot. So they bring people back.
Exactly.
So when does the baseball stuff start?
We've got a good group of people here. So let's see. Since we've got some sports friendos hanging out here in chat, I saw this on TikTok. So this is not like my.
I play
my thing.
No, I was gonna say I play a thing on MLB Network. They've got this thing, and it's called it's called the Immaculate Grid, and they. It's a grid of 9 things, and then there's 3 topics this way and 3 this way. But you have to, for each square, like say this is Atlanta Braves left fielder or left fielders, and this one is 200 career home runs. You have to pick a person who fits
fits both of those.
And then so this is still, left fielders, and then this is in the Hall of Fame, those I like to do those. Those are fun little teasers. Yeah.
All right, so I bet you might do pretty good on this. Okay,
we'll see.
So this is the top 10 rarest Major League Baseball single game feats.
Okay.
So I will give you the 10th one just so you kind of know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So the 10th one. So at number 10, so this is single game feats. This has happened in a single game, rarest MLB feats. So the number 10 one is no hitters. There have been 323 no hitters in the history of baseball.
Oh, okay.
So that made number 10.
Okay.
So then it's kind of going from there, from 9 to 1. What are other feats that happen in Major League Baseball, getting down to what is the rarest thing that has ever happened? Games. So perfect game is on there. There's been 24. That is 8. So that's like how quickly we're getting down to low numbers of things that have happened. I actually knew, I don't know if this gives anything away. I actually knew what the number one was. That was one of my first guesses because I actually saw it happen. I don't want you don't have to color your idea of what that would be.
Okay.
But like I said, that was the one, that was one of my first guesses, and it wound up being, I was like, okay, because I actually literally saw this on TV when it happened. And that does not mean it's with the Cubs. I just happened to be watching the game.
Yeah. Hitting for the cycle isn't on there.
It is not.
Okay.
So far we have, like I said, I had no hitters, which I gave you, and then you said, what did you say? Perfect games. Okay, that was number 8. So anyone in chat, if you guys want to guess, you're more than welcome to.
4 home run games.
That is also one. That is number 7. There have been 18 of those in baseball history. Shifting the conversation, if I can, is there a plan for an Elden Ring stream in the future? I do not have a plan as of yet. I do want to at least get to some, but I have not planned any as of yet. Inside the Park home run with a cycle. That is not, let me double check. That is not on here. That might be a little too specific.
Two grand slams in a game.
That is excellent. That is number 4. There have been 13 of those in Major League Baseball history.
20 strikeout games.
That is number 3. There have been 5 of those. Kerry Wood obviously getting one of those. Good. Nice. I should have had this somewhere where I could actually make notes about which one, but I think I can keep remembering. That's good, though. Yeah, 20 strikeouts is a good one. No hitters. Okay. So no hitters was one. That was number 10. So there have been 323 no hitters in Major League Baseball history. That was number 10. I have a funny hint for one of them. Yeah,
games where someone played every position.
That is not on here.
Okay.
I don't know if that is, like I said, single game feat. Yeah, I don't know if that's
okay.
I don't know if that's kept track of enough. Or I can't think if that would have ever been done.
There's something like more than 5 errors in a game or something like that.
That is not on here. If that is the thing, like so, that could be lower, but that is not on here. Like I said, everything you're at right now is like you're talking like in the teens or sometimes single digits that it's actually happened in baseball history. But it's not like you know, the guy did a backflip running into the duck. Like it's stuff that happens. Like it's not like. So one of them is, I believe, and I always I got this wrong initially, so I'll do the story a little bit less. So one of them is, I think, something where Dad had seen the replay of the game, so he knew it was going to happen.
Oh, that was four home runs in a game.
So that is number 7.
I mentioned that one already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I said 4 home runs. I said 4
Oh,
home
did we already do that?
Game.
Oh, so we already did that. Okay, so that was 18.
Bob Warner.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a replay of the game. Dad already seen the game. I'm watching a replay. Didn't know it. Oh, yes. Thanks, Dad. Yes, I remember. I bet he's going to hit 4 home runs in this game. Oh, he's not going to hit 4 of them. That hardly ever happens, Dad. And it happened.
I actually had to look up what number 9 like meant. Because I was like, I knew it. It kind of like
we did this. We did the cycle, right?
Yeah, which was not one.
Not one of them. We did strikeouts. We did. Oh.
Yeah, you did 20 strikeouts. There's another.
In a single game. Okay. I was going to say immaculate innings, but is immaculate inning in there?
Immaculate inning is number 9.
Okay.
Which I did not realize what that was. I had to look it up.
Oh, okay.
So there have been 114 immaculate innings in MLB history. And if you don't know what that means, like I didn't, that means 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches.
Yeah.
So all being strikes. So
I have a feeling I should know.
All right. So we have no hitter, immaculate inning. Can't remember if we said this one or not. I know we didn't say that one.
Well, is Shohei Ohtani's game where he have like, Oh, how about home run? Well, that'd just be Shohei Ohtani probably. Home run and you were the winning pitcher or that something like that.
Oh, no. I mean, at least nothing here, like nothing.
All right.
Did we say, I can't remember. I'm just going to say this one. Did we say perfect games? Did you say that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. I thought so. Okay.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Perfect
I just wanted to make
games,
sure. All of a sudden I was like, okay, because there was 18 of those.
Yeah.
So we have no hitter, immaculate inning, perfect game, 4 home run game.
Yeah.
And we don't have number 6, number 5, 4, and then you had 3 with the 20 strikeouts. One has only happened one time in baseball history.
And that's the one you knew?
That was the one that I like was one of my first guesses. Just because it's such a random like.
Huh. I mean, I think of like fielding errors or something, but.
What else in fielding?
Assists?
No. Well, kind of, but what else if you were in fielding and you did it all by yourself?
Oh, unassisted triple plays?
Yep. 15 of those in baseball history. Number 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, isn't it? You just think about all the years of baseball. And like I said, again, we started with 300, 100, and all of a sudden it's literally drops to 20, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is a good one.
Yeah, I thought this was neat going through here. Like I said, I just literally took a picture then of the screen with all the answers.
How about like stealing of all 3 bases?
That is not on here, but that would be interesting. I wonder if that ever did happen. I feel that's definitely happened.
I think it has happened. I thought O'Neal Cruz did that recently, but stealing of home? No, nothing with stealing? Okay.
No.
All right.
The unassisted triple play is the last. fielding one. Everything else is
What about like
everything else is batting.
Extra inning games? No, probably nothing like that. Single games. All right, so
everything else is going to be done. Everything else is going to be done by a batter.
Wow.
A batter.
A batter.
Mm-hmm. Mel May. And again, chat.
How about like going
guess, as long as you don't cheat and look it up.
Hits in a game, like 6 for 6 or something like that. I think Rennie Stennett went 6 for 6 once. No.
So that's in the ballpark. You'd be thinking about hits, not 6 for 6 though.
Total bases?
No.
It's triples maybe?
No.
Multiple triples? No. Okay.
I feel this could only happen in a very high scoring inning.
Grand slams in one inning?
Well, that is the number one.
Okay,
that's the Fernando Tatis.
Oh, okay.
I actually saw that happen.
Yeah,
because they're like, he had a grand slam, he's up again, and I was like, what?
And then I did it again. Yeah.
So that was not the one I was trying to lead you to, but that is the number one. Right. Is 2 grand slams and 1 hitting by Fernando Tatis.
It happened once. Yeah.
Yep, that has happened once in MLB history. But also along that same line, you'd have to have a really good inning for this to happen.
Strike out 3 times in one inning?
No, the opposite of that.
Get 3 hits in one inning?
There you go. 3 hits in one inning. It's happened 3 times.
Wow. Okay.
3 hits in one inning.
Oh. Huh.
So we have 6. We have 2 more left. The other one is kind of along the same line as the grand slams.
2 somethings in one inning or 3 somethings?
It's not, no, it's not 1 inning. It's just 2 grand slams, period.
Oh, okay.
In a game. So that's happened 13 times.
Okay.
You've had 2 grand slams in a game.
Oh, how about grand slam from each side of the plate?
Not on here.
Or home runs from each side of the plate. No? Okay.
I know that's happened.
Yeah, that's happened a lot.
At least
probably too much.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, so there's only 1 left?
Only 1 left.
Player had a batter thing.
Yeah, it's a batter thing. I was surprised. How many times did this happen? Happened not a lot, like obviously, but still like more than you would think, I guess. I would have thought. Because you'd also have to have a very good. Oh, wait, hold on. You'd have to have a single player would have to have a very good game.
Like 10 RBIs?
10 RBIs in a game.
Oh, okay.
10 RBIs in a game, 15 times.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's fun.
That's a fun little set of stats.
Yes. We're in advance of baseball season and a couple months away. But
exactly.
Still good.
Exactly. The Cubs not doing anything in the offseason once again.
Well, no, they traded for Kyle Tucker. They're not done. They're not done.
Oh, man.
They're not done. That's right. Sammy Sosa will be back. Oh, wait.
God. I heard he's doing his apology tour. I was going to guess ran out of available pitchers in extra inning games. That would be an interesting stat. Like ran out of players, basically. I don't know how that would work.
That was in the All-Star game that in 2002 when
isn't that when
Brenly and Torrey? Yeah, they basically were down to their final pitcher and they just called it a tie. And then they changed the rule after that where you had to like keep somebody in reserve or something. I don't know.
Always had to have somebody like
so
I'd forgotten about that.
In case we went to extra innings, but yeah, that's good. Good times.
I like that.
Thank you.
That was good.
That was fun.
I thought that was, that like I said, came across my feed the other day. I was like, oh, this sounds perfect. Like I said, because we like, so I'm trying to look for more like music things like we'd done because I know obviously people like that even more. Too. But I was like,
that's right. The top hits of 1984
that were not actually 1984.
Yeah, right.
If I could find a fun list like that again, that would be great. So let's take a break. Let's rinse out our glasses. Maybe have a quick little snack.
Westward Ho.
And then when we come back, we're going to dive right into a single malt whiskey from a distillery in Portland, Oregon.
Looking forward to that.
That'll be your tease. We'll be right back. And we are back. Planty, hello. How are you? Good to see you.
We're interrupting Sunset on the Shore. Oh. That's the music.
By Stream Beats. Harris Heller.
Sunset on the Shore.
Sunset on the Shore.
That's right. Solace in the Basement? That doesn't sound.
Name your sex tape?
You got, The Quiet After the Storm.
Okay.
Rainforest Stories. Solace in the Basement.
Hidden Alley Harmony?
And then Sunset on the Shore. Dream.
It's this?
The one that Solace in the Basement title just doesn't fit.
Just doesn't. It's not quite what you're looking for there, I would say.
As long as you find solace, though, I guess.
No matter where.
Even if it's in the basement.
It's in the basement. Oh my gosh.
Searching for solace.
I'm sure people are following a lot too. Like, their thoughts go out to everybody in California right now. The wildfires going on. It's just absolutely terrible.
Scary.
Seeing so many people,
it's terrible.
Just, leaving their homes, and the thought of having to pack the stuff that's just most important to you in a short amount of time and everything else. Like I said again, that's just absolutely awful. Like I said, hopefully everyone is staying as safe as they can. And I've been seeing a lot of the footage of that. Somehow Anderson Cooper can still get into the area. Like, I don't know how that works exactly. Like, he's there and he's
Anderson
like, there's fire all around me. Yeah. I'm just like, my God, man. Like, why do we need to have boots on the ground in some of these things all the time? Like, I swear. But yeah,
I'm going in.
Like, we didn't ask you to.
Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway.
I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah,
I'm going in.
For future reference, you don't have to go. It's fine.
That's right.
It's fine. But yeah, like I said,
we'll take the word of the video footage from high above. Yeah. We can see that.
Planty's here. Time to end stream. All right. Good night, everybody. No, we can't end stream without having. We've got a new single malt whiskey. This is an American single malt from Westward whiskey. This is their Stout Cask version of. It's basically a year in stout barrels.
They make this is their flagship whiskey.
Right, they're a flagship single malt. Yep.
Aged for 3 years. And then they send the barrels out to different breweries around Oregon. They didn't say which ones. We kind of hope for that. One. But it sounds like they've got a lot of good partnerships, and they do that. And a lot of these breweries then will age their stouts in these barrels for up to from a year up to a year or two up to 2 years. So it spends a decent amount of time. Then they get the barrels back. So they have put this back in those barrels for a year. So about roughly 4 years or so in the barrels.
Roughly 4 years worth of time in some different barrels. Yeah. I have not had anything from them before. I've just started recently in the last few months. Several of the podcasts that I listen to, some videos I watch on YouTube, other whiskey enjoyers, enthusiasts, as you might say, had been talking about this. It's been getting a lot of awards. They've been around for 20 years. So it's like at some point I would have to have heard them.
You'd think so.
You would think. But like I said, it seems like a really, really good thing. This is like this.
Crocodile, yes, you made it just in time.
Just in time
for the booze opening.
Bread Dough, how's it going? Good to see you.
Coworker was asking me if I'd heard of the Frank August, and I remember I told him that's one of the things we were looking at. Actually.
I have. It's okay. Sure. I think it's overpriced.
Have you? Oh, have you had it?
Yeah, not the specific one we were looking at, but I have had a Frank August. Okay. And I think for the price, I think it's a little overpriced.
Too much? Okay.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Too much.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They could have.
I'm not sure which one he had.
I've only had one of them. Yeah. So.
I'm not sure which one he had.
All right, completely good. Fresh pop.
Oh, I heard it.
Well, that's nice. I like that. Love the bottle too.
Yeah, the bottle's very cool.
Again, I've mentioned it several times. I'm worried about Arthur syndrome, as we joke about here, where you set your sights, your hopes, your dreams so high. Because I am so excited about this. Because obviously, stouts, check.
Yep.
Whiskey, check. American whiskey, check.
Yeah. Good reviews.
Good reviews.
Positive things, yes.
Yeah, just like all of these things. Yeah. So
hoping. Great website. Some good informational video. Mm-hmm. In fact, I don't know if you watched the video that was kind of like the overview of the whole distillery.
I did not get a chance to watch that.
He's got this great deep voice and he talks and it's worth it.
Morgan Freeman narrates it.
It wasn't really Morgan Freeman.
Okay. All right.
But we started watching, you and I both stopped at about the same point. The guy doing the tasting notes on this one. Yeah. We saw him look at the color, I think give it a little sniff, and then we had to stop.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be influenced.
Do not want to be influenced. This one, I also do have another one from them, which hopefully this one is good. I mean, we'll try the other one no matter what at some point anyway. Like I said, within the next few weeks, I have their barrel strength or their cask strength, whatever they were calling it. So I have that one as well. But this one I was just kind of very excited about. So I want to give it a shot right away. Doing good, thanks. Chatted with Kim. Agreed to steal in an Amsterdam couples. Whoa, why? Don't be stealing things. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. Berserker, thank you for the pop. What are your thoughts on those cherry brandy chocolates? Been in one last night. Genuinely burst in my mouth. Never been more surprised. When you can get chocolates sometimes where they have like the stuff inside, I'm not a fan of those.
I used to enjoy, Trader Joe's used to have brandy beans, and I wouldn't want to.
She performed on stage down at that show club.
Oh, wait. That was with a Z.
Oh,
and 2 E's.
2 E's. Yes.
But once a year I used to just love those because it was just like the right balance. But we haven't carried them like the last 3 or 4 years, and we haven't had our chocolate covered cherries at work either. But yeah, that can not necessarily be my favorite sort of thing to bite in and have that. But at least with those brandy beans, it sure was. So,
all right. Kind of like he mentioned in the video, a little like deeper color to it, almost bit, because of the stout casks. Yeah,
it'll be nice. Not be nice. It'll be. This is going to be our first introduction to their whiskey, and he talks about how this stuff layers on to we don't have that knowledge, so we'll just have
That's true.
We'll just have to sort of get in there and dissect it a little bit. So
it was full liquid and then non-infused flavored chocolate, just a hollow dark chocolate. Yeah, no, that's what we're talking about. Yep. Those are always weird.
Yeah,
I am not a fan. I'm also like. I very much pick my spots when it comes to fruit and dessert. That is not usually my thing. Yeah. I am like said, if you handed me 2 pieces of cheesecake, one was cherry cheesecake, and then it was just cheesecake, I would take just the cheesecake. I don't want the cherries.
Okay.
It's just like I like the cheesecake itself. Yeah. I understand why people like the other stuff.
2 years, 9 months, 12 days, 1 hour.
1 hour?
That's very, very specific.
I like it. There is specificity to that. Stout Cask whiskey. Yes. And like I said, this is from Portland, Oregon area. Ooh. And the train's coming through.
Sorry, I'm getting alerted. Well, maybe it's not me. No. Oh, I never tweeted.
Oh my God. You might as well do it now.
Might as well do it now. Our post was sent. Hey guys, we're just about to go live.
Missed the brandy beans. Had to clean myself up. Looked like I was bleeding. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, because of the cherries. I was like, glad I read the rest of that.
Some good fruit in there.
Oh, there's some good fruit. There's some chocolate in there too, like some chocolate, like cocoa powder, chocolate, fruit, like a cakey quality.
I almost get a little cinnamon there in the end.
Yeah, a little like baking spice stuff with cinnamon. Wow, this is a great nose.
That it really is a great nose.
Ooh, that's divine.
Divine, you say?
It is, I think.
It's divine.
It is. There's just so many layers, and it's
shades of divinity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like chocolate brownie and baking spices and like maybe like some powdered sugar in there too, and like you said,
lots of good aroma. Yeah, and
then some just general whiskey then in there too.
Yeah,
just like the general like little malty like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
one of my favorite sake. Divine. Is there a divinity sake? Hope you guys are having a great evening. We are planning. Hopefully you're having a good evening. What are you up to? Are you building anything? Are you Legoing?
Black martini. What's a black martini? Is that like espresso martini?
Pint of Stella and a black. Yeah, I bet you mean an espresso martini.
Oh,
Divinity Geo. Oh God, no, not a Divinity run. No. Oh, Divine Droplets is the name of sake. Oh, okay. Ooh. I'm so happy. I'm sorry. I can't. There's coffee, there's chocolate, there's, like I said, the baking stuff we talked about. Yeah. There's a little heat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's good. Holy crap, that's good.
Well done, Westward.
Yeah, that is delicious. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wow.
God, it's been so long since we've had something where everything in the nose kind of transferred to the palate, and like it is, and then there's even another layer. Like I said, are you getting the coffee in there too, or am I?
No. There's coffee. There is the sweet. There from the fruit. There's chocolate. There's baking spice. There's a lot of just good, and it's And there is heat, but it's not overly so. It was good. That's what I want. I want that.
Yeah, I'm surprised at, like I said, at this
especially
proof.
Since you just opened it.
Yeah, and because usually then it's only a little better. But yeah, 92 proof, it's drinking a little bit hotter than that. But I'm not. I like that because of all the other sweetness and the layers of flavor that are in there. I think you need that. I think if it was like a little too smooth, it almost might not have the right effect. Martini was black. I don't know how you're drinking a black martini. I don't want to know. Bread Dough, you do a lot of strange things. I don't know what you're doing with your black martinis, but you've probably made a mistake. Don't put the charcoal in there. It's ice cubes. Ice cubes, not charcoal.
We've talked about doing like top 10 lists and things like that over the years. Talking about Drinks Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
We could have a Drinks Hall of Fame. That's actually even a better.
I like that idea. Drinks Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Would it just be Beverage Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
The beverage wall? I think of something. I like this. This is a good idea. It's not Jaeger? Okay. I like the Berserker though. I know. I'm like, what is that going to be?
Got the drinks like Jaeger?
Got the moves like Jaeger. It's a Jaeger. That's all right. I couldn't have spelled it right either. Oh, that nose. Oh my gosh.
I really get the... And usually, I'm worried about overly. I really get cinnamon in there too. There is some nice like cinnamon on the finish.
Like a chocolate cinnamon brownie, like cake kind of thing.
A babka.
And it really does. The maltiness kind of comes through too, which I love, which is, I know sometimes what people don't like about Scotch, or they think about that it's the peat or whatever. So this has none of the smokiness, right? Has none of those things, but it has that extra malty quality that adds just adds a little bit to the sweetness, adds a little bit to just the full that's it.
I may have to have another little bit of that before I go.
I can pour you some more of that. That hasn't happened in a while.
No, I know. I feel like, especially too, since the beer we had was like under 5%. And that's good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything more than that, I have to pay you for, right?
I don't know how much.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know what the amount is.
That's good, right
I'll
there.
pour you as much as you want.
I don't.
Every time I pour you a little extra, you're like, I've got to try.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is it?
Stop 3 fingers short of the Rachel. So, of the Lipa.
Oh, man.
That's just. I also am getting walnut almost in. Maybe there's walnut in there.
Someone was talking about nuttiness. I'm sorry, I missed. Cracked open a few walnuts with his hand in front of me. Yeah, you got to be worried about someone's cracking walnuts with their hand, especially if they do it on their forehead. If they just do a slap like that, don't mess with that person.
I do that and I fall over.
You agree with everything they say.
Knock myself out.
I give up. I like the extra R's on Jägermeister though, Berserker.
Arr.
I love this. I am so happy with this.
Yeah, that's great.
So the question is, with all of this greatness,
right?
Would you pay $90? I would pay $90 again for this. That's what this bottle cost. The shipping was free, so everything kind of balanced out. Would you, as a special bottle, consider buying it? Don't say like you. Okay, so you would put it in consideration. Yes. I love that. That's great.
Oh yeah, because to me, it's very
It's so unique.
It's unique. And this goes to me in the Frey Ranch kind of. We've only had one thing from Westward, so it might be a little too soon to put them in the same category. But if this is any indication of how their other things are, to me that's going to be like that, sort of west of the Mississippi sort of distillery kind of things. Wait, Louisville, is that west of the Mississippi?
What's that?
Yeah. Anyway,
across the
geographically, on this side of the country, sort of.
This is $90. They have a cask strength, which I also have, which was $100. We'll have that one at some point. They also do one of these
next week,
but it's Pinot Noir barrels.
I saw that. Yep.
So I almost got that one. I was like, this one's different. I want to do this one instead. We've had other things that are sherry and Pinot Noir and all that kind of stuff. So that was one of them. They have their regular one, which this one is based on. Their base, just Westward single malt that they do. Yeah. That one's 65.
Yeah.
Like I said, then there are other ones, like I said, are kind of up from there. They also have, I think it's also around 90. They have a bottled and bond one. So that one's a little more proof than this, but less than the cask strength. So
is this a total wine at all, or is this only available?
It's only available through ordering.
Okay.
I missed it. Where are they located? They're in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
They're in Portland, Oregon.
Even just the 5 or 10 minutes I was at the website earlier today. Great website. Lots of cool videos, very good. And obviously sometimes that can distract you from what's in the glass. But we try not to let that happen, no matter how great the website is, how slick everything else could be.
Usually that adds to more disappointment.
Yeah, it's still got to be what's in here, and that to me, this everything is just ties up very, very well. These guys do a really good job.
Have you done any Japanese whiskey recently? No, I have had a Japanese whiskey recently though. When I was over for New Year's over at my brother's house, middle brother's house, a friend of, like I said, the brother-in-law came over, and he had a Japanese whiskey, and I think it was a 15-year, and I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty good. I had not, like I said, but it's another one of those ones where some of the Japanese whiskeys, I was reading about this the other day, where it's like for the taste to all the different factors, like they get expensive very quickly. With some of their process. But like I said, I do like them, and I like trying those because I think they are also very unique. They're kind of in the Scotch style where it's usually a single malt. It's usually that kind of more grain forward. So I like those because they're different. Like we've had the IY tradition. We've had the what was the other one we had? That
something
we really
with Mizunara oak.
Yeah, that's the IY. The IY that one has the Mizunara oak. We've had another. We had. Maybe that was just anyway. We've had like 3 or 4 different ones here, and like I said, and we've enjoyed them all for different reasons, for sure.
We need to try.
Suntory had the other one. That was that one because there was one. It was almost like a buttery Chardonnay. It was very different,
very light,
and that one was like I said lighter, but it was still really good.
We need to try the Nika, the coffee grain ones.
Yeah, that is true.
So those are like usually in the $60-$70 price range, so not too bad.
Partner and I found a great Yatakori place locally recently, and that was very exciting. Ooh, nice. This is my sister in Osaka. The older sister cooked it up for me. It's one of the nicest I've ever had. Oh, nice. We're enjoying some Nika whiskey right now. Nika from the barrel. Okay, what was it? It was a coffee grain one. Was the one we've looked at a few times.
Yeah, the Nika
right?
coffee grain. Yeah, there's a few, and I know that several or a few of my coworkers have spoken very highly. This just is. It's different almost every sip, and yet not. It all ties together.
It ties together many threads.
But certain things are featured on every sip for me, and it's really good. Yeah, this is very good.
Yakitori is a Japanese dish of bite-sized pieces of chicken on skewers that are grilled over an open flame. What is the word yakitori? It literally translates to grilled chicken, made by threading chicken under skewer and cooking. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds amazing. We got 3 things in sake and about 10 different dishes. Well, that's not too bad for all that. That's not bad at all. I love that we talked about. See, this is the thing. This is going to sound besmirching, but
besmirched, not bespoke.
How much happier would we have been if this would have been our thank you podcast?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah,
this is complete luck, but this is what I'm looking for when we go out and search for stuff every year.
Yes.
I'm looking for something like this that is unique, a little more expensive. Like I said, I normally would not spend this on a bottle, but having tasted this, I would not have trouble, like I said, if I had the money, spend it on another bottle again.
Right. No, this is delicious. I think initially, when we had the concept for the appreciation podcast, was like, okay, we have a little bit more money that you put in, I put in, the site puts in. Let's see what that gets us.
Right.
And for the first 4 years, 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. 4 for sure.
It got us. We were like, okay, we
knocked it out of the park.
We see what spending a little extra money gets us. The last few years, we have dialed that back a little bit too. Therefore,
that's true.
We were in the over $200 range for a while. Now we've pulled that back. And so, I mean, but I think that just also does go to show you that you're going to have appreciate or good things you enjoy at every price level. It depends on how much you enjoy them. I like this much better than either of the last two things we've had.
Honestly, the last two.
Yeah. So
honestly, the last two. The hole in the wall. So it took me right back to Japan. It was lovely. Yeah. Like I said, you can, if you find a good local hole in the wall kind of place that is specific to a certain type of cuisine or food, like I said, it's out of this world. Like I said, it's just fantastic. Also, I would never eat sitting next to a sumo wrestler. It seems like you would not get fed. So you'd actually be just watching them eat, is my guess. Every and you, like I said, it's very, to me, chocolate forward. I am getting more and more of the cinnamon, like as we've kind of talked about, and some of the baking spice kind of coming through. But that's just fantastic. But there's still, which I think I need to state, like I said, there is still a malt whiskey backbone. So it's not like it loses any of that. No. That part is still there, but there are so many other wonderful notes that just interplay that's just what's so fantastic about it. And then again, the taste, just like every time, just keeps getting better and better.
Well, yeah, if you're interested in any of this, I would definitely visit their website. Be on the lookout for when they offer free shipping. Yeah. Certainly that makes the deal even better. If you happen to be in the area, you may have already tried these things, but certainly, this comes with now definitely looking forward to trying the next one. So
yeah, I am as well. Yeah, we'll definitely can't wait to dive into more of that with the cask strength. He was a right cheery man. It was an amazing experience. Well, that's good though.
He's fantastic.
I wonder, I still now wonder what stout barrels they get. I wonder what places they reach out to, because obviously you're talking to Shoots, right? Because that's Bend,
Oregon.
That's Bend, Oregon.
And what?
They could go further than
Ninkasi or Rogue, right?
Yeah, Rogue could you? Yeah, Ninkasi too. I forgot about that.
And I'm sure so many others that we
probably a lot of other micro distilleries that we don't even know about, but
we don't even know about. But
and some of them said for up to 2 years having their stout aged in there. That's such a neat. I love it when different businesses, communities can have that kind of relationship where they can both like, hey, I can help out with you with this, and you can make such different unique experiences. Like that's I think that stuff is so cool. Got this toffee vodka from Sheffield when I went to visit someone who might be there. Christmas market had a lot of alcohol related products, but the roads and pavements were icy. Wasn't about to risk it. Yeah, you don't want to risk alcohol on icy pavements. Bottles can shatter. Bodies can be hurt. Maybe as local couples, I can't remember the name, but if I find it, I'll let you know. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of flavored vodka. Like I don't do outreach for flavored vodka. Vodka is kind of its own thing. Like if you randomly need a flavor, a lot of times you can always you could make this yourself somehow. Like, I could take this orange vodka. Well, just buy oranges. It's like there's some things you can't. Like I said, obviously, if it's very specific, like that's why there's peanut butter whiskey and stuff like. There was someone the other day. I was like, I'm gonna have my peanut butter whiskey on the rocks. I was like, really? If that's what you like,
the
Russian vodka, it's the way. Yeah, it's true.
I know you'll be interested in this. So the warehouse had so much extra. They must have ordered a lot, and we started selling it late. The eggnog liqueur is down to $5 a bottle now.
Oh my God.
Save $3 if you'd like.
You're paying me $5 a bottle? I'll do that. If Trader Joe's wants to pay me $5 just to take case of it and put it in my dumpster.
Now, one thing we did get back, I don't know if you want.
Someone said the V word ban time.
I bought a bottle of it. We didn't have it last year, but 2 years ago, remember we had the Trader Joe's barrel aged stout. It was $7, and we were like,
that was good.
So I can't order it anymore, but if you want one for the fridge, let me know. It's $7 for. So I bought one for myself. I've heard it's really good. Is that
virility?
Pegnog. Oh yeah,
Pegnog. It's eggnog mixed with. Well, we've done some things like that, Bread Dough. If you look back in the archives, you can see.
Not with eggnog though.
No, it was. We did some Pilk and some Mountain Dilk.
But visit your local Trader Joe's if you want. If they sell booze. Yeah. Yeah, that got marked down. Although the peppermint or the JoJo peppermint and the cocoa did not get marked down. They'll $8. I have plenty of all of them.
Peppermint. What is it?
Well, it's a JoJo's
is it
chocolate
liqueur?
peppermint liqueur. Yeah.
Oh,
made with vodka. So, but I was thinking, depending on how much I have left,
I would like.
if I might put it above our ice cream section for people to possibly make
that's smart.
boozy shakes. So
that's smart.
Yeah.
I tried Pilk through a porn. Can't believe one of my exes convinced me to try it. Like, it was fine. Like, I don't know.
We did Mountain Dilk,
mm-hmm.
Pilk. I think we did something else in there too. Yeah, that's just.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that was a good purchase.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Wow.
Had you set your expectations lower or did you keep them here?
No, I kept them high. I was like, this has got to be like, good. I feel as long as these flavors come through, and I had hoped, and that was why I picked the stout one. Cause like, I think I'd like the Pinot Noir one, which I would definitely try that one. But I was like, okay, a lot of times we've done stuff with, Oloroso, the Oloroso? Oloroso, thank you. Sherry, like I said, the sherry cask, we've done other things in barrel. I was like, okay, we've kind of had that before. I was like, the stout, like we need to do something with that. So that was just
Mountain Dilk.
Nice change of direction.
Sounds like a position and
in full honesty. They'll going for the old Mountain Dilk, are you? No, it's Mountain Dew and milk. Vodka pill. Ugh.
Yeah, this is delicious.
Keith's like,
yeah. Can I take this home with me?
Yeah.
No, officer, I'm just enjoying the rest of the aroma.
You'd like a spray with this on there. Man, that's good. Oof.
It has there's certain good set of flavor and aromas, but you don't get the same one every time.
Yeah,
which
it kind of rotates through there's always like some there, like you said,
how do they do that?
Harmoniousness to it that like connects all of them together, but like you get more or less of each one every time. And the finish too, which is what we always talk about, the lingering finish. There is kind of that. Like I said, for me, it's mostly the coffee and the chocolate kind of thing. And then like I said, with the maltiness, the brown sugar, like all that kind of, but it really hits and it just kind of sits there. Just,
you got to reach back out to them and say,
that is good.
Say thank you.
God, yeah, I definitely will.
Thank you for the free shipping.
The idea of vibrant neon green milk is less attractive idea. So it didn't look neon green though. It looked more, I don't know. Still looked milky creamy, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe what that looked like. That was just interesting. It was an interesting series of unfortunate events, but it was helped out with a charity. So that's all that matters.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Planty!
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Planty coming in with the Prime. They've subscribed for 19 months. Oh my gosh. Planty, appreciate you. Thank you for the Prime.
I love the cheer. So I also went back and on the Smart List podcast, they talked to James Burrows a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was really cool because
I'm weak like any other man. I'm just a human. Right? I drink a little. Yeah.
Of course.
I've smoked pot.
I mean, I haven't, but a lot of people have.
I've tried heroin. A few times, yeah.
And
you know what I'm really trying to do now is I'm really, really, really trying hard to cut down on the number of times that I try heroin. In a day.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Thank you for that, Berserker. That is a good one. That was a good one. Thank you for gracing my taste buds with this drink.
Oh yeah.
That's truly kind of what happened. That's so funny. Sorry, what you were saying
No,
about...
I was just saying he talks they seeing Norm walk in there, they just talked about how originally they had Norm sitting in the closest chair to the door. But then Diane was there in that scene. They had that there.
Interesting.
So they had to move, since that happened, they had to move him to the far side. And then I can't remember. They either said, I don't think he ad-libbed it, but they said it got such a great response what he said when he walked through the door. Then they were like, "Oh my God, we're gonna have to do this every time, aren't we?" Come up and he's like, "Of course, the writers hated that because now they had to come up with something clever for him to say every time he came in." But it's just I love that
I do too. The
that
inside
stuff,
baseball of that. Yeah.
And then John Ratzenberger's on the most recent.
I just started listening to that one today.
Yeah.
Which is has been interesting so far. So. You did not interrupt, Berserker. You were fine. It's fine. Guardian down.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian down. Thank you for the 40 months. Roses are red, blue. Roses are red, blue balls. One show that's overrated is Kids in the Hall. That was almost a really good rhyme. I don't think it's overrated. I like Kids in the Hall. But Guardian down. Thank you for the 40
Guardian
months.
down.
Appreciate you.
A sub under his own name. Under their own name. Usually it's like something obscene that we've said.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It's actual Guardian down.
Yeah. There's a Kids in the Hall bit I think I've talked about several times where it's the whole thing where it's like the dad is on his deathbed. It's like an old timey farm and the dad's on his deathbed and it's Dave Foley like coming in as like the hometown doctor or whatever coming in. They're like, oh, thanks. You're finally here. And he's like, oh, I'm glad everybody's, how are you doing? And she's like, well, my husband's real sick. Could you get up and see him? Well, I need to make sure. And like, he's just like taking his sweet ass time. He just keeps talking. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, I smell some cherry pie bacon there. And the kid's like, did you want some? Fun fact. I forgot to turn that one off. Every time that one pops up, and this Berserker, I don't mind that you did it. Every time that one comes up, I have to delete it or YouTube hits us with a copyright strike.
Really?
That one in particular. Not when we get a resub, which is weird, I think, because it's so quick. But that bit, every time it's in there, oh no, you're fine, Berserker. Like I said, I left it in there. Like it's not that big a deal. That one came up, I don't know, like 3 podcasts ago. I had finished, I put everything up, like whatever. And all of a sudden it finished uploading. And all of a sudden I get this, like, as it's finished uploading and it goes through its thing, it literally puts up a thing. It's probably, I don't know. Like, again, there's a lot of weird things. There's, taboo, like, oh, if it's under 10 seconds, you're fine. If it's under 5, like I've even heard Leopard talk, because Leopard actually streams on YouTube and Twitch. And he's talked about, like, he one time, like, I can't remember what he was watching, but he put something up and it played for like less than 10 seconds. And his whole live video got demonetized on YouTube because that copyright strike. If someone comes in and says like, nope, that's ours. And as opposed to them saying like, oh, you get 10 seconds worth of revenue, they take everything. Because it must be just probably the easy, like, and I get it. Like, it's probably the easiest thing. You're using copyrighted stuff, like whatever else. But yeah, it was funny. I uploaded the video. It was done. I was doing other things. And then I went and looked and it had a giant, like for like monetizing, it had a giant like red strike through it. And I clicked on it and it said, Paramount has said that this is theirs and you can't use this as whatever. So the only thing that is nice about YouTube is you don't have to re-upload the video. You can say, because it says, what do you want to do? Oh. And then you can literally say,
remove that. Yeah.
So then it creates like a clip where it snips that out. And then it says like, is this okay? Like, and then it shows you what your video is going to look like when that's snipped out. So it does make that process easier. But it's still just hilarious to me and that is the only one that does it. Like I said, we've had stuff obviously from Three Amigos. Yeah. We, like I said, obviously when our alerts come up, when the Iron Maiden, the Trooper alert comes up, like all these different things for follows, like all that kind of stuff. No issues. That is the only clip. And I think because it's so long, Paramount's like, oh, this dialogue is like very like specific to that. So copyright seems to hit at any risk. I mean, and I get it. Like, I understand because it's like not worth it for them to fight in any way for someone like me over that. Right. Like where they would say like, that's not like what's making people come and watch. Like, cause that's the whole thing is like, they claim that, oh, well, the reason they came there is because they wanted to see this thing that's our copy. Like, and that's not why people were here for an hour and a half. Like I said, you were here for Keith. Like I said, which, and thankfully he doesn't copyright strike me or that would be really annoying.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling.
Listen, I know.
And then you hit up with another clip. I see how it is, bread dough. Finally.
The clothes.
Do you really tell them what they can do? Pants grab. I'd like to tell them what I can do,
but my life is good.
I don't.
Really?
This one, surprisingly, I don't think does. But
I get to wake up every morning.
We'll find out if a bunch of clips are all edited out.
Make some soup.
Fantastic.
It's the best.
Love it.
Love it. I get to lay in a bed by myself.
All of my life.
All of my life.
This right here.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Do you have a
That's
golf?
a movie that took me more time to like enjoy. Like the first time I watched it, I was like, this is okay. And then it was one of those, the more you watch it.
I saw you. The village is right over there.
Right over there.
You have...
my stretchy pants.
Snappy
fingers.
Oh, there was a clip that... Oh, you have the...
No one actually wants to fight for Jack Black. That's also fair, Guardian Down.
You have the laugh one, or the golf one, right? on the.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Okay, yeah. Anyone? You got the golf one in there?
Drink Merlot. We're drinking Merlot.
No problems with this one either.
Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any.
I credit Alexander Payne with being a cool guy, I guess.
Relax, Miles. Yeah. Jesus, no Merlot.
Funniest part of that clip is a Spanish friend of mine looks just like him. Yeah, does anyone want to hit the golf one? I'll do it. I'll save you guys the points. I forget where that one is. Hold on. I'll find it. Where is it? Is it that low? No. Robert Loge.
Are you the singing bush?
There's that one too. Oh, I found it.
Let me talk to him. Excuse us. Are you the singing bush? Hello? Hi. Hi.
Give me some time to blow the man down.
My guess is this is the singing bush.
Yep.
How's it golfing out there? Good. No, the wind.
We talked to you about this last week.
I know.
Mr. Behrens.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it's going to be. Guardian enough didn't want to see it. I like that one. That one's still one of my favorites. Oh my God. I want to play every clip. The whole back end of this video is just deleted.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. Oh, man. Yeah, lip balm. Maybe the blues are calling. Yeah, toss salad and scrambled eggs. There you go. That's from Frasier.
Yeah.
No more clips. Yeah, right.
Oh my.
They are good. There's that. Those are good. So next week, I feel we should do the cast strength one of this.
I would have no problem with that. Okay. I'm amenable.
Probably do that. We do have some other IPAs that were sent to us from Castle Island. We could do those too. It could be another week of Keith not, like if you want to. I'm hoping that this means that it's when we come around to it, you'll be like, I have so many things. And you're just going to like literally just going to be a Brinks truck of ideas and things.
Okay, let's go with that.
Let's go with that.
Yes, that's it.
Let's go with that, he says. Oh my gosh. I swear I recognize one of those actors. Isn't one of them Police Academy or Airplane? No. Just go with it. Exactly. But yeah, so we'll probably do that next week. Like I said, this one was too fantastic, I think, to pass up to not do the other one because I'd like to taste that one. So we'll try that. It is just their regular American single malt, but it is the cask strength version, I believe. I don't think there's any other finishes done to it, but I'll double check. Actually, by double checking, I could just literally, I'm at the website right now. If we just go back, like, if we go to the shop, and oh wow, it's rechecking that I'm of legal drinking age. I just tried your beverages. Yeah, so they have a whiskey. Oh, that one's on sale too. Okay. Cask strength. Bottle of cask strength, reflecting
125. Okay,
125 proof. Newly charred American oak barrels matured at perfection in Oregon.
And if for some reason the Trader Joe's is in by that time, we could do a side by side.
Oh, that would be a great idea. That would be cool.
We'll see.
I love that idea. No, the proof is 125. Watch me forget my idea in public as well. I know, it's depending on how young you look. I keep getting more and more comments on the beard. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it.
It looks good.
Do you think so? Do you honestly think so?
I do, actually. I
do you like
do.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm envious of the lack of gray in it. So
it'll. I'm sure that'll show through at some point.
Then that's when you shave it. So that's all right.
It's a lot of work, though. I think I'm almost at the point of needing a kit. Cope was in here the other day. He was like, "Oh, beard oil." And Mills, they were like,
beard oil.
You should get beard oil," and it was like they were recommending it. Like,
because you got to get
it in
a couple
there, drops, and then you kind of
massage it in there. Yeah.
I've just been lotioning my face like I normally do, so it's just kind of been lotion there. But like my skin feels fine under there. Isn't that usually what the oil is for?
That's
kind of more
it's for
about
that. It also makes the hair. It can do good things for the hair too. But argan oil is good. I've used that.
Argan oil.
Usually, argan oil is a part of beard oils.
Oh, okay.
But you can. We sell that a straight argan oil. So I've bought that before. There was one. I forgot what it was called.
Those things get expensive.
It's different thing. Yeah, but there's some that aren't too.
The beard pricing.
Yeah. It's
and then I don't know. Like I said, I may need to get like some sort of eventually, like some sort of
let
like
it grow out to here
kit. Do you think that? I don't think
no.
I'd I like this length where it's at right now. I think it looks good. So I keep just shaving right here.
Yep.
Like kind of in that area, keeping it down and.
Yeah,
like I said, the most annoying part to trim is right here, the upper lip area.
Yeah, I don't like when it gets too long right there. Yeah,
I do that like probably twice a week. Like I at least trim over that, but it's right here by the corner. Like I don't know how to trim that without.
I just grab my razor and just go in there.
Oh, okay. I kind of have been doing like if some of these have grown out long enough where it's like now they just kind of naturally just curl around the mouth. I know this is weirdness. I know, like so this is too much for everybody.
Good
I'm
stuff.
sure everyone's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Yeah. But I've had to do that because it's like, trying to shave right there like is really difficult. Like I'm trying to get just that.
Yeah,
so,
I
like,
just take it.
But right here, I literally like do this, so I push the hairs down as far as they go, and then I trim. It's a weird process.
You gotta get you don't have a razor yet?
I have literally like the classic electric razor that you would have, but happens to have a trimmer on it, and then I use that.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And then, like I said, then I shave down
with the different.
I need different guards. Like I eventually need to get to that point because like if I did this, I could actually fluff it out. And it's like actually because it's curling under.
And that's when they do this.
I could.
That's when you're contemplating. You could have a new.
I actually have enough where I can go like that.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if that's
kind of fun.
That's not great. I don't know. But yeah, it has been a fantastic evening of podcasting.
Thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you so much. Everybody that has been here, like I said, those clips at the end, definitely playing into that meme was very fun. Baker, thank you. Yes, it has been an absolutely fantastic show. Like I said, both the beers are really good. Thank you again to Hustle Crow for those. Yep. Like I said, we may try a couple more of those again next week. It might almost be a similar type show, but with IPAs then a cask strength version of something from Westward whiskey. But yeah, it has been super, super fun. So appreciate you guys all for being here. Thanks for having me. Always appreciate everybody that comes in, gives us any of their time, watches, follows. Like I said, again, if you guys do any of the fun stuff out there as well, where's the button? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Shameless plug. Is that it right there? Would appreciate if you guys want to follow on Blue Sky and YouTube. TikTok are all great places to go. TikTok, who knows if that'll be shut down at some point. So that's why YouTube is still the best one because that's where all the shorts go and our podcasts that we do every week. Archives of those, if you've missed anything, goes up there. So definitely go check those out. We're going to go say hi to Static Arbiter right now. Usually we find him playing college football or something else, not actual college football, but a video game. Okay. I know. You're like, wow, he's got a GoPro. He's out on the field. Yeah, he's no, not actually doing that. Okay. But today he is playing the game that is sweeping the nation. It was very close to almost winning Game of the Year on a lot of different lists. He is playing some Balatro right now, which is very similar to poker, but has some different rules to it, and it's kind of a rogue. Anyway, go check it out. It is super, super awesome. Like I said, we're going to go make sure to drop him a follow if you are not already, but we're going to go say hi to him. He is super, super nice. And we will see you all. Should we see him next week? What do you think?
Next week. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it once again next week.
Thank you, everybody. It's been fun.
It has been fun. Good night, everybody. Be safe.